saw a stat in the article, that says that Walmart's e-com nearly doubled since 2020 from like 73.2 billion to 572.8 billion. I was like, that's a lot. That's a big growth, especially in just a couple of years.
And a lot of it's happening on mobile. So especially with groceries, it's like 80% of shopping is now happening on the app. So Walmart's just adding those additional ways for the mobile shopper to like stay with Walmart.
Got Brooke dancing on the show now.
This is a whole thing.
That was the first time we choreographed that.
Yeah, that was spontaneous dancing.
Well, hello and welcome to White Label Advice. I am Brooke McNeely, the VP of Marketing here at White Spider, and I am here today with Eric Howerton.
Well, hello, everybody.
You don't do it right. You got to get it really high up. Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
And we're also here with our senior data analyst, Laura Wiederhaft. And welcome. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. Oh,
yay! Applause.
My gosh!
By the way,
standing ovation.
Laura's much more pro than we are. So
I know she does this.
Did you notice how like it was not even serious, and then went to Laura, everything got real.
It's real. We're gonna talk data.
Yeah.
No, one of the cool things. The thing we want to talk about today is some of the cool stuff that Walmart's trying. So we've done some, we've done some podcasts in the past about store number 8 and all the innovations that they're trying. And this is the one that they just recently rolled out. So Walmart announced they are doing a new effort with Snapchat. And so what are they doing?
Yeah, so Walmart's working on an augmented reality shopping app to help shoppers basically scan what's in their fridge, and then it'll provide recipe recommendations and also shopping recommendations. So you can add items to your cart that might be missing from a recipe that might go with what you already have in your fridge.
So this might be a solution to me whenever I am hungry all of a sudden, especially after a nap, like on Sunday afternoon. And I wake up mad because I'm so hungry for some reason. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's weird.
And I go to the fridge, and it's just kind of a bunch of random stuff. Like maybe you got some string cheese and an apple.
And we're all working from home more, and which means we're all eating from home, which means you all eat the same thing over and over again. So 2 years of this, and it's like sometimes I'm like, I just open the fridge and I'm like, oh my God, nothing looks good.
Yeah.
So that'd be a good thing for it. I'd be like, okay, how can I make this turkey dog more?
You take your phone out and you scan it.
Yep.
And it gives you
recipes.
Yeah.
And then if you have missing ingredients, it tells you some other ones to get at Walmart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's all part of an effort to like add additional shopper activations. Mm-hmm. So engaging the shopper, making the experience more convenient, and kind of creating just like the easiest way for the shopper to like continue to connect with Walmart.
One thing I like about it, Laura, and you know this a lot because we've talked about it, but like a lot of times I don't see Walmart participating in kind of that really source discovery phase or exploration phase even. But I think this is good. This could actually bring some folks in that are not really even thinking about Walmart per se, but are just like that might latch on that cool feature just to use that because it is so convenient. They're just hungry.
They're hungry and they just want
Walmart
a good
just gave
meal.
them a solution for it.
Yeah. I mean, Walmart's been doing stuff with augmented reality for a while. They've had multiple Snapchat filters. A lot of what they've been doing is more like fun, promotional type things. So this is kind of an interesting change to make it more about like shopper conversions.
Yeah.
Like that. Cool. Yeah. It's like, well, we know it's fun. Now, how do we make money doing it? That's exciting. And so how does this make it easier? So what is it that makes this easier for shoppers?
Yeah. So I think the end goal, Walmart's really thinking about how the shopping experience is going to be in 10 years. So as people start to buy smart fridges and as people are using augmented reality more. So the idea is that, in the future, people will have this in their smart fridge, basically, and the app can add items to your cart, like what's usually in your fridge and what's missing.
Yeah.
And let's create a cart and a pickup time automatically for you. So it's really just eliminating as much friction as possible so that people have more time and just know that they can go to Walmart on a certain day and pick up what they usually buy.
Yeah. And if
Maybe
they
you
want
can have it
anything
delivered.
new.
Maybe
yeah.
you can have it delivered to their fridge too.
Yeah, exactly.
You see that happening?
Yeah, they're doing the Go Fresh local. They have the local delivery partners where they have codes to get into people's garages and directly put stuff in people's fridges.
Do you think that the smart fridge could scan its own ingredients and come up with its own recipes and have you approve them, and the smart fridge orders from Walmart and it gets delivered
Oh, that
to
would
your
be...
fridge?
Yeah. So we're already seeing Walmart do like recipes on site. So just with the new launch of the new platform, Walmart has shopping shelves that are basically recipes, and then you can add to cart from the recipe.
Nice.
So
That is crazy.
there's a lot of different pieces there where I can see Walmart working on different technologies, and they're starting to come together.
Oh, it's like the Jetsons are becoming real.
They are becoming
Yeah.
real.
You just, it's like you hit a little button, it's going to...
You know what's
Spaghetti.
becoming real is Wall-E. You ever seen that movie?
Yes,
Wall-E? Where we
Wall-E.
can just lay down on
We
things
just lay
and float
down
around
and
and eat.
yeah.
And have food delivered to your fridge. Food delivered to your mouth
You're just like,
directly.
yay. You don't even have to
Delivery
get up.
to your mouth. That's the next phase. I'm gonna start a whole retail chain called Deliver to My Mouth.
Deliver to my
.com.
My mouth.
Those little keto balls are like, you could just drop them from the
I know.
sky,
You
really.
could.
and-
Yeah. Like, "Arr."
And like on Wall-E, they couldn't even stand up anymore.
No, they
You
had
try to get
forgotten
off
how to
your
stand
little,
up.
Your little floating craft. Yeah,
Oh
you
my
forgot how
God,
to stand
it's
it.
great.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Well, yeah, and Walmart's planning ahead for that, you know.
They
so
are. They're
they-
ready.
It's the ultimate experience.
It's just going to float down the aisle. We don't even need to go into Walmart anymore. There won't be. It'll just be.
It'll float to you.
It'll float to
into
you.
your
Oh
mouth.
my goodness. Well, and I thought it was cool in that article. So they were talking about how you can actually like use the Snapchat filter like in the store too, and it'll tell you what you need to get. So you're like, I'm gonna get some chicken. What should I do with this chicken?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can like scan it there, you know, on your phone, and then the recipes will pop up. So you can even do it while you're in store. Which that was pretty cool.
There's so many possibilities with this type of technology. So it's you can scan your wall and it'll tell you what TV size you should buy without you having to go and measure it. It's scanning stuff in store, furniture maybe, and someone pops up and they give you instructions on how to put it together. There are so many possibilities for brands to engage. Like you can scan something in store and there's a brand story behind the item that you're holding in the store. And so all of that is coming with these types of developments.
So the question of the day, and I always come back to this, right? To what can suppliers do to, I guess, you know, with that type of technology that's out there, what can suppliers do to maybe help support and participate in that type of commerce? I mean, I would think one is that you probably want to make sure that you are creating recipes, right? That you're getting involved in creating that data and content for that item.
Yep.
That can be, you know, make sure that it has, you know, gluten-free or whatever, because I'm sure you can have dietary restrictions and all kinds of stuff set up in your profile.
I mean, it's brands can bring these ideas to their merchants and to their buyers.
Yep.
If they do the work, they're willing to do the legwork, bring these great ideas to the table. Walmart merchants want to take advantage of these new technologies as another touch point where they can connect with the shopper.
Yeah, because it's almost impossible. I mean, if Walmart is responsible for all that experience and all that information, I mean, I can see the experience being their responsibility, but the information to help empower that experience is big, you know, suppliers.
So it's about creating great content too. So you can't just stop at images and product descriptions now. So there's like a storytelling element that you can bring in. You can have a brand spokesperson. You can have an avatar that comes up and talks about your product. So we've seen that Coca-Cola's done that, where they have a spokesperson that talks about Coca-Cola's mission. So there's a lot of opportunity for additional content to be created around augmented reality experiences.
That's crazy. And this is, it just kind of shows also Walmart's focus on e-commerce and how it's just kind of growing. And I saw a stat in the article, you know, that says that that Walmart's e-com nearly doubled since 2020 from like 73.2 billion to 572.8 billion. I was like, that's a lot. That's a big growth, especially in just a couple of years.
And a lot of it's happening on mobile. So especially with groceries, it's like 80% of shopping is now happening on the app. So Walmart's just adding those additional ways for the mobile shopper to like stay with Walmart and to make it easier for them to order on a recurring basis.
Yeah.
I mean, I
It's
remember.
like the internet is real.
It's almost like that. Calm down. Calm down. But I mean, it's like 5 years ago, working, in just this community, Walmart land. It was hard for anybody to kind of really see and believe that, somebody would actually get an apple online, right? Or anything that's fresh or anything that's grocery related. So it's like, no, there's no way it's going to happen. No way it's going to happen. It'll always be in store, but it's not true.
Yeah.
I mean,
even gum.
Even gum. I mean, all that stuff. It's just the convenience. Convenience is the winner. Convenience is the winner.
There we go. That's really exciting.
How come you always look at me weird, Brooke, when I get done talking?
I'm like, that's
you don't
great.
believe me.
Yeah. You said
We're
words.
just blown away by
I know. I'm like,
All
wow.
your insights.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've never said any of that before.
You say
anything ever.
You always say it. It's like
I know,
you're
same thing every time I'm on
I'm
the
like,
podcast.
he's gonna
So
he's
gonna
going
say,
back.
okay,
He's gonna
here he goes.
There
Okay.
he goes. Every episode. That's
Yeah.
fine. But last question is
Her fake was laugh. Her laugh was fake, not her fake was laugh.
this is
her
fine.
laugh was fake.
Sorry. There
Okay.
you
Sorry.
Not
Hurry
fake.
up. Laura's
All right.
got a meeting, bro.
I know. But one other thing that I want to talk about is, just kind of like, why did they choose Snapchat? And this is kind of, we'll end it on this. Like, why Snapchat and why is Walmart trying to go that social route?
Well, Snapchat already has a lot of that technology too. So they're not trying to rebuild from the ground up. And Snapchat has millions of users, a younger audience. Walmart is looking to capture additional market share with innovations like this. So winning those shoppers that aren't already there with the additional convenience or with the cool engagement features. So it's the way that shoppers are starting to shop. So Instagram you can order stuff from images now on Instagram.
wow.
And Snapchat's taking the same direction here. So Walmart's just looking for that next platform that can help them reach a new audience.
Yeah, and they said in the articles, social commerce is expected to, rise dramatically, and then Gen Z and millennials are also the ones that are, making up most of that. Those people in that commerce.
I know. They're old enough to buy their own groceries now.
Yeah, they'll have a smart fridge when they buy a house.
Yeah, when they buy a house, they're all growing. It's how linear time works. We're all just getting older.
Everybody's just growing up.
Everyone's growing up. Good job, guys. All right. Well, thank you, Laura, for being here. This was really awesome.
Yeah,
and we will
thanks.
see you next time.